back to another episode of Pleasure Principles, where we dive deep into the art and science of pleasure, connection, and everything that makes life delicious. I'm your host, Avik, and here to shake up your perspectives and maybe even stir up your that with some conversation that you didn't know you needed, right? So today we are venturing into the future of love, where AI meets intimacy and data collides with the desire. Yes. And our guest, a true renaissance man of the digital age, I have to say. Yes, he's a serial entrepreneur, visionary technologist, and spiritual explorer with a mission to raise the collective consciousness while matching a billion happy couples. Yes, you heard that right. And from Snap to startups, Muay Thai to meditation, his journey bridges the physical and metaphysical, all wrapped in curiosity, impact, and innovation. So please welcome the founder of Dating, the AI powered matchmaking platform that's changing how we connect. So, one early, Eric McHugh. So, welcome to the show, Eric.
Hi, Avik. Thank you so much for having me. I'm truly blessed to be here.
Amazing, amazing. So, Eric, like you were on a mission to match a billion happy couples and dating. Uh, that's bold and beautiful as well. So, if you can tell us, like, what role does sexual compatibility play in that vision?
Yeah, so I would say sexual compatibility, and at least in the Western age, it's extremely important, but it's also seen as a taboo. So not too many people talk about it out in the front. Because
Mm,
I think sex honestly is the glue that holds a relationship together. Yes, you
mm,
can match mentally, emotionally, but if you don't have that physical match, that's equally important. So I think it's as important as a mental connection. You need the physical connection, you need the mental connection, and you need the emotional connection. And as a bonus, you need that spiritual connection. And if you're going down the spiritual aspect, sex is an act of combining. Like you combine your energies during sex. So I think sex is an extremely important thing. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think it's important for all relationships or all successful
mm.
partnerships.
Amazing. So, I mean, how do you think AI can tap into those deeper layers, like the emotional, energetic, even the spiritual dimensions of compatibility?
Oh, so this is where I love AI. So if you think of
Mm,
AI at its core, so what dating is, it's the first ever AI powered matchmaking service. And what we do is we auto-generate dating profiles for users based on their digital footprint and then
mhm,
based on their chat history. And the cool thing is, like, let's say
mm,
if you were to create an account on dating, you get a bunch of tags based on your digital footprint. And the more you chat with it, the
mhm,
more matches you accept, the more matches you reject. It would update these tags. And what AI is really good at scale, and it's much better than humans at this, is
mm,
pattern recognition. So it could hypothetically go through your profile and based on this is just like a random example that's obviously not
mm,
true, but let's say you're really into bicycles. You're really into
mm,
bicycles, you're really into comic books, and you're really into Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
okay.
If our system scales up through
Mm,
pattern recognition, if the majority of those people with those specific niches have a specific sexual trait and that
mm,
pattern shows, AI could pick that up and then match you with a woman who's into Pokemon cards, into running, and into swimming, who has the counterbalance niche to make a balance. And like obviously, like Pokemon cards have very little
mm,
to do with sexuality, but like it'll pick up on the patterns that we as humans miss and then it'll match based on that. And of course, we're doing the direct message for sexual compatibility with like questions and tests. So you could say what you're directly into, but
mhm,
yeah, it's an interesting thing. And again, like people are into their specific niches. And if we can match the people into those niches because it's so taboo, I think we can
okay.
create powerful matches versus that. Like, for example, if you're into like soft love making and who do you tell about that? But if dating can pick that up and
Mm,
present you with a match without you having to like, imagine you're saying that, like, in a dating profile, it's like, "Oh, the type of love I like to make is soft, it's rough, it's whatever." Like, if you were to say that, that would come
mm,
across as creepy, but if dating were to match you based on that, then that's a much better way to match. Because
mm,
the way I like to talk about dating is it puts users in the position to succeed. So, for example, if you connect your Apple Music,
mm,
like, you can match with a match, like, okay, it matches you because
Mm.
you both love a specific artist, but it doesn't tell you that's why it matched. You meet in real life, and then you both love that artist. That's a
Mhm.
connection point. So you would
Mm.
jump off of that and maybe listen to a song or whatever. And the same thing can be combined with sexual traits as well. Because again, like
Yeah.
it creates a more holistic match.
Hmm. Got it. Yeah. So, like in a world of swipe right culture, we are often driven by the looks or kind of superficial bios. So, how does dating challenge that model? I mean, are we ready to trust AI to tell us like who we are truly compatible with in bed and the beyond?
I think it's a more incentive structure issue because I think
Mhm.
if you want to look at what someone's gonna do, you can look at their incentives. So if you look at the dating apps, they're really just a monolith and they're owned by one company. So there's not much room for competition. That's a little known fact. But
Okay.
if you think about it from a marketing and business perspective, let's say a major dating app, I'm not going to name names just because I want to avoid all legal stuff, but you know the ones we're talking about. Let's say
Mhm.
any of those companies were to match a happy couple. What does this
Mhm.
mean for the couple and what does this mean for the dating app? It means that the couple then leaves the dating app and then that company loses a paying customer. So their model relies on churn marketing. So they want people on the app as much as possible in a sort of a fair show. So if you ever hear about someone deleting an app, downloading the app, deleting the app, downloading the app, that's all by incentivized design. Whereas dating, we're a relationship butler, where let's say you create that match, you match your happy couple, whatever you're looking for. Like again,
Mhm.
no judgment, but like let's say I were to, I'm a single straight male. I match with a girl, I fall in love with her, we get married. It can act as a relationship butler from at that point in time. So we can create a Cupid chat between us and keep that going. Like, at Cupid, it's our anniversary. What
Mhm.
would you recommend we do? Or it'd be like, hey, you guys, the place you had your second date has half off ice cream. We recommend you go to this place. Or hey,
Mhm.
her birthday's coming up. Based on her new Pinterest editions, this could make a good gift. And the cool thing is, AI is getting really smart, and we've been playing around with this feature just like organically with matches. So it's like, okay, so me and this other girl we matched, and it's
Mhm.
on the LinkedIn too. It's like we were playing around the app, and we're like, okay, how would we
Okay.
introduce at Cupid? How would we introduce like sex
Mhm.
games? How would we introduce adding another couple to our relationship? And the advice it gave was really good on how to do that. So whatever you're, and it led you into it too. It didn't just like drop
Mhm.
you into this. It's like you have to take care of this feelings. This is how you may feel based on your personality. This is how they may react. But it's important to be honest. So it can help be a relationship post app, and that includes just like normal dating advice, relationship
Mhm.
advice, counseling advice, sexual advice, whatever you're into. So like again, it's there to support, and that's our model.
Amazing. Yeah. So, like, some people might argue that chemistry cannot be coded. So, what's your take?
No, I agree. So I view dating apps as so the reason why dating apps are getting so big is because
Mhm.
people are afraid of rejection. So for example, like again, like me personally, I've always had
Mhm.
better luck approaching a woman in real life. I like at the supermarket, I find her beautiful. Like, hey, I think you're beautiful.
Mhm.
Would you like to grab a cup of coffee? It's either yes or no. And then I know from there because from an energetic standpoint, you can really pick up on their vibe in person, like much better. Like if we were to meet them, like
Mhm.
it's great to meet you, but if we were to meet in person, like, I think we could both
Mhm.
get a better view, we'll get along. But the reality of the situation is more and more people are going towards the dating app model because they're scared of rejection. And if people are going towards that model, then they might as well have a better solution. So I don't view dating as the end all for dating. Like I view it as another option for you to meet the potential match. So for me, like I think meeting people in person is great. I think meeting people on the app is great. I think the way we match is simply much better and puts
Mhm.
people in a position to succeed. So again, dude, you can't like force anyone to use technology, but if they want to use it, great. If they don't, great.
Hmm. Exactly. So, also like, pleasure is definitely complex. It's emotional, physical, sometimes spiritual. So, how does your platform ensure that pleasure principles like communication, consent, and exploration are the part of the matching process?
So the cool thing, so again, it goes back to the tags that we create.
Mm,
So whenever you create like you would create that profile, you get a big list of tags from
mm,
different aspects, like emotional tags, physical tags, hobby tags, sexual
mm,
tags, mental tags. So you get a big tag list. And then all of that is incorporated in the match. And the way we do it better than most other, pretty much all other apps, is each individual
mm,
app match is the Cupid's customized to you. So the AI customization with Cupid, because it has so much data, because it's learning when you talk, it learns about the user. So the more you're on the app, the better it gets at matching. Like, so for example, like you could be on the app, it's like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. It's learning from that. So the longer you're on the app, the better it knows you, the better it is at matching you. And the more you talk to the app, the more it knows your preferences, the more it's going to match you based on those preferences, hoping that you learn.
understood. Understood. So, also, like, if you can say, like, could AI ever evolve to coach couples on expanding their pleasure, not just finding it?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I'll read you a live example I was having
Mm,
with a match I had where we're just like, we were messing around, like we were having fun with that, but we're seeing what it
mm,
could do. And it's like, okay, she is more open minded. So she's like, how would we introduce an extra couple into our relationship? What food will we have? What games will we have? What should we do? How do we do this? And Cupid's able to give a really good in-depth answer. So
mm,
and again, this is grows from the pattern recognition and data. Like AI is just really smart. It just has massive quantities of data since they're built on top of ChatGPT. Anything it can do, we can do, but with a more personalized approach based on our individual data. So whatever you're looking for, you can ask Cupid and it'll give you an answer that you'd find either on just the internet or ChatGPT, but customized to you. So whatever you're looking for, man, it can do that. And the cool thing is when you ask that question, it learns about you and then that adds to its database and it'll find people based on that or not.
mm. Yeah, that is amazing, really. Yes. So, also, like, we often hear concerns about the privacy when AI steps into the personal realms like sexuality. So, how do you ensure that dating honors both the trust and transparency in such sensitive spaces?
Yeah, so we don't save any of the data. So what happens is it's like more of a scan and then generates the tags
Okay.
based off of that. And obviously that information is never revealed. The user can delete data whenever they want. So for example, like if you delete your Facebook account, the data is probably still there. But when you delete the dating account, the user is completely wiped. So that's
Mm,
how, and of course, like we have to be careful what Cupid can reveal. Like Cupid's good. Cupid's our AI.
mhm,
She's good at keeping it kosher in the sense that she's not gonna send anything too revealing to the user. It's like
mhm,
above board. So, like, for example, it could match me and again, I think sexuality, like we discussed earlier, is a taboo, but I think it eventually
mhm,
would be more open. But, like, let's say I match with the user because we're sexually compatible. It obviously
mhm,
won't say that in the match. It's not like it won't say you match because of this, but it will that's still in the back end of the matches. So it doesn't reveal that. It's good at identifying what it should reveal and what it shouldn't. It's just getting smarter every day. And of course, as a user, you can like
mm.
Cupid, don't tell this about me, and then it'll listen too. So you have control as a user too.
True. Exactly. Mm. So, I imagine this is critical. I mean, people might trust AI to recommend a playlist, but trusting it with their love life is the next level of vulnerability too. So, what do you say on this?
So I would say you're not exactly trusting Cupid AI with your love life.
Mhm,
Cupid AI is just putting you in a better position to succeed on the dating marketplace by generating matches with tags that are compatible to you. So, like I said, the point of dating is to get a like the point of other apps is to keep you on the app. The point of dating
mm,
is to get you off the app and on that date in real life. And then after we've set you up for success, it's on you, the person, to use discernment, to be a pleasant date, to be fun, to be enjoyable. Then it's on your hands. And then if you like Cupid, you like the service, you think she's smart, you can always ask her date recommendations. If you're like traveling to a
mm,
new city with your wife, like, hey, we're traveling to this new city. What should
mm,
we do? And it'll give you suggestions and either like them or you don't. And it's up to you to listen.
mm. True. So, here's a challenging one. I mean, um, what happens if the AI says, this is your perfect match, but the human heart says otherwise? So, do we override the data or trust the gut?
Gotta trust the human heart also, man. And, like, not everyone agrees and be like, "Hey," they'll say, "Hey, Vic, based on all your data, this is your perfect match." But, like, like, your heart and brain, they both think, like, they both have
Mm,
consciousness, like, your heart knows best, and they'd be like, "Cupid AI, this is not the perfect match." It's gonna ask you why, and then you can give reasons, and then you can optimize your match based on that.
mm,
So it's always learning, that's the cool thing. And, like, as you evolve, your tastes evolve too, your preferences evolve too, so it evolves with you.
mm. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, amazing. So, also like your mantra, like as above, so below, as within, so without. How does that guide your work at the intersection of AI, love, and sexuality?
Yeah, so that's from the Hermetic principles. I try to drop that in wherever I can just because Hermes has been a super influential figure in my life and had a
Mhm.
great benefit. So the more people who either learn about him and whole spirituality stuff, I think that creates a better world. So the more spiritual people are, the more connected they are, the better
Mhm.
and because like everything's related. Like the more spiritual, the more connected, their physical health improves, their family health improves, their friendships improve, their love life improves, and then their sexual compatibility improves. Yeah, so no, honestly, just it's really just the backbone of
Mhm.
everything we do. So like everything I do has a spiritual intention and the whole goal is to raise collective consciousness. And I think matching people with their match that works for them and to the best of their capacity is a great way to impact the world in a positive way. So everything we do is like, can this help? Yes or no?
Mhm.
If yes, is this feasible? If it's feasible, is it done within budget? And if it's all those three, you do it, or at least you tried. And if it doesn't help, it's not feasible, it's not within budget, you don't do it. But it's a spiritual hermeticism is my personal background and it's worked out well for me. So that's just why I throw that in there.
Mm. Oh, amazing. Lovely. So, Eric, like this is really such a rich and expansive conversation. And from the frequencies of desire to AI algorithms of love, I really feel like that we have served both the digital and the divine today. So, for the listeners, if you have ever wondered, like whether your love life could use a little upgrade, or maybe it's time to open your heart and your mind to the new possibilities, because as Eric reminded us, anything is possible when we align with our truth. And maybe, just maybe, trust the tech a little. So check out dating and join the mission to create billion happy couples, and take a moment to reflect, like, are you in resonance with your own pleasure principles? So, and Eric, like if someone wants to connect with you, what is the best medium to connect?
So if you want to check out the app, it's in the App Store for United States members. But again, I love connecting with people on a personal level. So my Instagram, Eric ERICD McHugh. So we can do the voice message thing, or LinkedIn works too. So Eric McHugh on LinkedIn, you can just add me and then we connect that way.
Amazing. Amazing. Lovely. Great. So, until next time, dear listeners, keep loving, keep exploring, and as always, stay curious, stay connected. So, thank you so much.